Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another edition of JMC Uncensored. Today's date is November the 30th, 2012. Now, ladies and gentlemen, speculation is running around the wrestling world. Will the awesome phenom, The Undertaker, make a return at next year's Royal Rumble in January? We're going to talk a little bit about that. Plus, we're going to talk about some TNA, Impact Wrestling. They are, ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, I predicted this, and of course my prediction has came true. TNA is cutting back. We're going to also cover some stories on that. And I'd like to talk a little more about Bruno Sammartino and the Ultimate Warrior, and considering the Hall of Fame. Now, let's go ahead and start on one wrestling topic. Well, here's the thing. Do you think The Undertaker, the awesome phenom, will make a return next year, January's Royal Rumble? Folks, I'm here to tell you, he will make a return. There's an absolute big storyline heading up for The Undertaker, and that storyline is going to be perhaps one of Taker's last storylines in WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, I really believe from the inside and stories that I have been hearing that this will be Taker's final WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. Taker's body has sustained so many different injuries. The man's hips are destroyed. Let's just face it. His hips are done. You can just tell by the way Taker walks. Now, will Taker make it at the Royal Rumble? I believe he will. I'm almost 100% sure Taker will be at the Royal Rumble. Let's talk a little bit about, will Taker be at WrestleMania? Why, of course. If Taker's going to be at the Rumble, they've got to warm something up for WrestleMania. Leading in to WrestleMania is the Royal Rumble. Makes a lot of sense. Now, let's talk a little bit about Bruno Sammartino. I'm telling you, there are a lot of rumors, and these rumors are from people within the business, folks. Bruno Sammartino is very close with the WWE and signing a deal to put him in next year's WWE Hall of Fame. However, Bruno Sammartino, from people close to Bruno that have been talking to certain people on the inside of the business, are saying that Bruno Sammartino will not attend the Hall of Fame, but may allow them to induct him. I say this, if Bruno Sammartino is still alive, Bruno, you need to make this appearance at the Hall of Fame. And Bruno, do it for your fans. Enough of Bruno Sammartino in the Hall of Fame. Let's talk a little about Jim Herlick, the Warrior. He'd like to be called the Warrior, the Ultimate Warrior. I believe that the WWE has a trust issue with the Ultimate Warrior. As a matter of fact, I know they have a trust issue with the Ultimate Warrior. The concern is they want to put Warrior in. They want to sign a deal. But here's the thing. Warrior has been known to actually sign a deal to make an appearance, but then at the last minute, hold someone up for some more money. Now, Vince McMahon, I mean, this actually came out of Vince McMahon's mouth, believe it or not. It did come out of Vince's mouth. Maybe not on any television show or any YouTube or anything else, but I have my sources, folks. Vince McMahon said this. Pretty much, if the Warrior, if they come up with the deal to put the Warrior in the Hall of Fame, here's the thing. If they advertise that the Warrior's going to be in the Hall of Fame, then the Warrior's got legs to stand on, pretty much, because Vince McMahon has to produce what he promotes to the public fans. So basically what Vince McMahon is worried about is pretty much Warrior at the last moment saying, hey, I want $1 million if you want me to go on. And Warrior's been known to do this, and this is what's going on right now. They say Warrior will do it. But the problem is, there's a trust issue, folks. There is a trust issue there. So, we don't know exactly what's going to happen at this time, but anything's possible in the world of professional wrestling. We all know that. Does the Ultimate Warrior deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Hell yes, he does. Warrior deserves it more than than a lot of other guys that are already in it, trust me. And I don't want to mention names. Anyhow, let's talk a little bit about what's going on. You know, 2 weeks ago, I was just saying how I believed Monday Night Raw was improving. And lo and behold, last week, Raw, absolutely, the storylines and everything, it was, folks, God, I don't like to put down the company that I love so much, but I think the show was a failure. I think it was just another Raw failure. And see, you got to understand something. Vince McMahon, along with a few other superstars, actually visited the troops and was not there for last week's Raw attendance. Was not there. And with that being said, the ratings, it's true, the ratings were down. So, what people are concerned about is when this Monday comes along, is Vince McMahon going to blame it on the writers? Is Vince McMahon going to blow up behind the scenes like Vince McMahon has been doing lately? A lot of people think Vince McMahon should just step down. Vince McMahon is going to step down. Sooner or later, he is going to step down, and eventually he is. And folks, I'm telling you, it's going to be soon. Every time I make a prediction with some of the inside information that I have, most of the time it's right. Vince McMahon is going to turn everything over to Triple H and Stephanie. It's going to happen. Now, here's the key thing. They have to keep the network happy. They have to keep USA Network happy. There's 3 hours of WWE Monday Night Raw. And if you go on the internet and go Skyping, whatever it is, Sky Sports, and of course they show the NXT show before they show the 3-hour show. I don't know, maybe some of you out there do that. But here's the thing. 3 hours of WWE Raw. That's fine. We all like that. I think we do. But if the storylines are not enough to grab you, keep you glued to the TV, then you're going to switch. You're going to see what's going on at Pawn Stars. You're going to see what's going on at Repo or Repossession shows. You're going to click the channel. Bottom line. And I think that Vince McMahon desperately needs to get they need to get a good writer in there, because Monday Night Raw absolutely sucks right now. It does, folks. Monday Night Raw, you heard it from me, JMC. Monday Night Raw sucks. They need to do something to spice that show up, because right now that show absolutely sucks. Bottom line. And TNA is not any better, folks. Wrestling today on TV absolutely sucks. They have to do something. They need to bring the Attitude Era back. They need to do something. And let me tell you why Vince McMahon has been so strict on not having anything, especially when Linda McMahon was running for Senate. How they tried to pretend the Attitude Era didn't happen. That's what ultimately cost Linda McMahon her seat in the Senate seat, pretty much. Was all those videos. It is, folks. It really is. She lost. She lost really bad. And here's the thing. They need to spice it up. Now, how they can spice it up? They don't have to bring all these. I talk about bringing these legends in. I said bring the legends in every week. Bring a legend in for one match. Let them have a spot. That way when these legends go out and they wrestle the independent scene, they can still make $1, since the WWE aren't supporting them anyways. And when they do cut a deal with them, whether it's a legend pension or a legend type of a legend agreement as far as merchandise, shirts, action figures, whatever it is. I mean, ultimate story here, look at Kamala. The poor guy lost his legs. The guy's practically in poor health. He don't even have a damn dollar to his name, according to what he says on his YouTube account. So have a Legends match once a week on Raw. That will bring the old-time fans back to you, Vince McMahon. Hey, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but it doesn't take a smart guy to realize what you have to do to make Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, all this wrestling on TV exciting again. All we hear is, talk. We need to have wrestling, Vince McMahon. We need some of these luchadors to come back. We need lucha libre. We need some Japanese-style professional wrestling. Bottom line, I say bring wrestling back. People want to see wrestling. Entertainment is fine. But I say bring back wrestling, Vince McMahon. Now, the bottom line is this. Boy, I'm getting heated up here with this matter. The bottom line is this. If you want to keep the viewers in, if you want to keep them locked in, I mean, the production is awesome. The production is wonderful. WWE production is the best. Bottom line. There's no buts, ifs about it. But we the fans, I'm even a fan. Even though I used to do this stuff, I'm still a fan. I watch it. I like to see how the business changes. I like to watch it and see some of the guys that I know. I like to see what's going on. I like to see what's going on in production. But a lot of the people that are actually fans want to see improvement. Give the fans what they want. The crowds aren't even yelling like they used to be. The bottom line is WWE, Vince McMahon, TNA, all of you guys need to get your head out of your ass and bring us some professional fucking wrestling. Bottom line, excuse my language, folks. See, I can't bleep that out because I promised that this was a raw, unedited show, so fuck. The bottom line is we want to see some entertainment, but we also want to see some wrestling. I love the Attitude Era. I thought it was the best. And the bottom line is wrestling at this point in time is absolutely boring. That's why so many millions of people are just doing the Devo thing. It's sad. Bring Jesse the Body Ventura back to do some commentating with Jerry the King Lawler. Get Michael Cole's ass out of there. He's already on SmackDown. Get him out of there. Have three guys. Have Jesse the Body Ventura. Bring him back as a commentator with Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. That was already, let alone spice things up for Monday Night Raw. Folks, that's about all I got to say. I've got a little too worked up. You, the fans, I am here for you, the wrestling fans. You guys got to speak up. You got to write to WWE. You have to send in all those tweets, all those Facebook messages. The fans have the power. If you guys want to see these legendary wrestlers come back, say so. Whatever makes Vince McMahon's money, whatever makes Vince money, that's what he's going to allow to happen. I can't even talk, for crying out loud. The bottom line is this, folks. You know it, I know it, we all know it. Wrestling's been really boring lately. Every once in a while we get surprised. Even the pay-per-views. The pay-per-views are just, they're dead. They're dead. Well, folks, for all of you that are watching the show, I do thank you for your time. I do apologize for getting so out of control. Please forgive me. I have been known to be a bit of a loose cannon at times. It's just that I love professional wrestling so much, and I just don't want to see it go down in the dirts like this. And so far, something needs to happen.